Hello everybody, my name is Tembisa Immaculate Poswa and welcome to my YouTube channel if it's your first time. And today I am joined by a beautiful lady, intelligent, smart, beautiful, dedicated, motivated woman by the name of Sne. Welcome Sne Msomi. Can you tell us about yourself?
Wow, the way that she's describing you guys, I'm humbled. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching the show or the channel. My name is Sne Cordelia Msomi. I am originally from Durban and I am a born again Christian, that's for sure. I am a makeup artist. I have another business of virtual assistant, and I am a health and safety practitioner by profession. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that I met you, firstly. And ever since we met, I've seen how our relationship has grown, and I'm grateful for that. So today I want you to tell us about, because you're doing makeup, right? And you started a long time ago before I even met you. So I want you to tell us about how did you came up with the idea and what is it that motivated you to start the makeup.
Okay, growing up, I would honestly say that makeup was always found in the corners of my house. Makeup was always there. My mom used to work, my mom was a domestic worker, so her bosses would give her makeup, things that are left over and they don't really need anymore. And she never used makeup. And as I was a kid, it's always been there. It's like the toys that I had. And I enjoyed playing with those toys, and up until such time that people saw that, you know what, you are good with your hands, and every time you touch somebody's face, magic happens. How it started is that I had a godmother. She's late now. May her soul rest in peace. She was more like a diva-ish sort of mom.
Sure.
So whenever she went to work, I was still in like grade 10, 11, 12. Yeah, my high school life. She would call me every morning. No, I had a job actually. That's how it started officially, but it wasn't really official because I didn't know that God had these plans for me.
Sure.
So every morning I would earn my money to go carry at school. Lunchtime money, that's how I earned it from her. So in the morning I would go and fix her hair dry her hair, and put in some little bit of makeup, and she's ready to go to work because she was like a lead in leadership management at work, so she always wanted to look her best. But surprisingly, she trusted me as a teenager at that time with her face. And then that's how my love developed for makeup, and that's where I grew confident in doing makeup. Up until the point that she used to tell everybody that when I am late and when I'm laying in the coffin, I think God was revealing to her that her days are slowly getting shortened. She would say, when I'm in Masangshonile Sne, I want you to do me a face beat. I want to enter heaven slaying.
Wow.
When I arrive, the angels must pause.
Sure.
And I was like, and everybody knew that, she only had boys, and everybody knew that, oh, when Mrs. Zagwe passes, Sne must do makeup. It was a joke for the family. And when she was late, guys, I promise you, I was there, and people said, "You remember what she requested?"
And then you did that.
I did her makeup in her coffin. I kid you not. I know. I don't know. I was so strong emotionally. I think it's through the Holy Ghost that I was able to do that, because there was such a sentimental moment. It was such an intimate moment for me. That's where I got closure, and to be actually touching umuntu othuli, frozen like ice, and you are putting a makeup on a cold. I mean, when somebody is late, they get refrigerated, and they're absolutely cold. A makeup doesn't stick, and we used her products, and I obviously had to dispose everything, but yeah, I honored her last wish, and I hope she's still slaying in heaven. But that's in a nutshell, that's the person who groomed me and gave me the confidence that I could do it.
Amazing story.
Yeah. So years went past. I never really did makeup. It was just me, my own brows, and officially in 2017, that's when I officially
You
started.
came up with the name and everything.
I came up with Makeup by Sne because I used to do, kunemcimbi, and all cousin, they'll be like, no, Zasanze makeup, you'll do our makeup. Everybody's like, hey, it's definitely just no Zasanze makeup. And then somebody told me, you're using your products and you are happily doing this, but just charge. I started charging people. I have been busy ever since. I have never rested
Look
for
at
a
you
weekend.
now. Look
Yeah,
at you.
so
You have
that's
your
how
own
makeup
brands. And
yeah.
like I think everybody knows you with makeup and that you are the best person to go to when you want to like do your face. As you can see guys, can't you see? Look at me, I'm slaying.
Can you like pie?
Sure. And I wanted to ask you that we all know that when you grow up, you have someone that you look up to. I know that you have said the person that like motivated you to start doing makeup and everything. But then you have that one person where you're like, I want to be like this person. Did you have that person, or did you have that vision when you grew up of doing makeup, or it wasn't part of your plans, or is it something that you dreamt about like when you were young, or you have another plans for your life?
Obviously, growing up, you have so many dreams, and one day you wake up, you want to be a doctor, one day you want to be a teacher, one day you want to be a nurse. It changes every time. And but when I was in high school, when I was sure what I wanted to do, I wanted to do radiology, and that never happened. And it's okay now. I understand it's the purpose of the Lord. When I grew up, I never even thought makeup is a career. I never even thought you could make money out of makeup or doing people's face. I never even thought, Uguti, you can do that. For me, it was just a hobby. Oh, I love painting everybody's face. It's nice, and I love how people get so in love with themselves after having an entire face beat. It's like a whole makeover for them. So I never really imagined that I'd be doing makeup at this time. And yeah, but I'm loving it.
Sure. And I wanted to ask you, because like I've realized how strong you are, even though you won't say it. But I know that you're a strong woman because now, I mean, if I have my own issues and then I come to you, you're always there for me. And beside me, like almost everyone in our church, you like this bigger sister for everyone. And I want to know who's this person that you look up to? Who's this person with these strong characteristics that you have? Who's the person that you are resembling? Because you are a very confident woman, strong, and like you know what you're doing without even asking. I'm telling you.
That's how it appears, right? Okay.
Sure.
Honestly, guys, I'm not sure of what I'm doing half the time. I mean, who is sure? It's just one step at a time. But to be quite honest, I with how you are describing me, I see my grandmother, I see my mother in me. My mother is a very accommodating person. Like every cousin of mine, every friend of mine, the minute they visit home, you'll never invite them again. They'll keep coming. They'll keep coming because my mother is so welcoming. She has great hospitality and she loves people. And um, I say I look up to her because the things that she has taught me as a person, as a young woman, are things that will carry me throughout the rest of my life. I mean, little things that one would shy away from, but respecting the elders, respecting omunye umuntu, especially umuntu who is way beneath you, respecting umuntu okhangeza emgaqweni, respecting umuntu with a job that is not as fancy as yours, respecting everybody.
Yeah, my
and
mother always said that as well.
and caring, not caring by ukuthi I care for you by words, but actually showing the care, having that ear to listen, being that shoulder for somebody to cry. And my mother would always say, umfundise at a early stage ukuthi, no, Sne, you attend funerals. You would rather not go to a wedding but go to a funeral. Because
why?
She believes that ukuthi, when somebody is heartbroken, that person needs you more than the person that is excited.
That's
That
true.
person is
But won't you
lonely.
break the person that's by not coming to their wedding?
No, not like that. Like, let's say this, what we do at home, ne? Let's say there's a wedding at church and we're all invited as a family, but a neighbor of ours passes away. We will have to divide. One has to go to church and to the wedding, and one has to go to the funeral. So, yeah, my mom is the one woman that I really look up to. And yeah, I believe she has taught me strong values and to really, really respect everybody and to treat people with utmost love. You know, when
That's a
we say
lovely
love,
mother.
love from
Sure.
your heart, not to pretend abantu,
Sure.
and also treat everybody equally. Yeah.
But then how do you do that? Because sometimes it automatically happened. That's like, let's say you meet like a rich person who's like a billionaire. Let's say I'm meeting Bill Gates, for example. And when I see him, like, it's like, yo, I don't know how to react, you know. But then I'm meeting the person, like, maybe I've seen the person like around my place. And I'll greet them like normally. But then for a person who's rich, like filthy rich, and then I'll greet them with
The first thing is that not to look at as people. The first thing that I do, I don't look at people with the materialistic things that they have. I view them as human beings.
But that's how our generation is.
That-
Like they give you the respect that you like according to what you're doing or who you are.
I can tell you one thing. That Bill Gates that you see today, ne,
Yeah.
you get all overexcited and you bow to him, and you leave that guy who is actually what do you call a person who carries his car as a Bill Gates? Like, let's say for church example,
Okay. Yeah.
an usher,
Okay.
yeah, ne?
Yeah.
Bill Gates is a guest, an usher is just an usher, ne?
But then that happens, let me tell you, at our church. Not our church, but like normally in all churches. That let's say we're visited by Jacob Zuma, and then when he comes, he gets that, you know, respect. Treatment is like, you know.
Yeah.
But then let's say we're having a normal person who's a visitor at our church, and then that person, we treat them like a normal person, and we give them.
Mina, I like to take myself out of that.
Okay.
People do it.
Okay.
I acknowledge people do it, but I don't do it.
Sure.
You would have observed by now since for so many years. If Jacob Zuma comes in, I will treat him with respect. I would welcome him and make sure he's comfortable.
Because he's the president. We can't deny that.
But also, I remember that Jacob Zuma, when it comes to our church, he's not greater than my pastor. He's not greater than my Mamfundisi. He's not greater than my bishop.
True.
The respect that I give him can never be higher than the respect that I give my
And
elders.
the president of that house of the Lord it's going to be the person who's leading the church.
Yes. So my leader is still greater than Jacob Zuma in the church. And a guest, isivakashi esifikile enkonzweni, is equally important as Jacob Zuma
as a visitor.
You would recognize that when I have to address the congregation by anything, I'll never forget acknowledging abantu abavakashile, because to me, I honor that they could have gone to any other church, but they chose to come to us.
Our church, yes.
So I think it's the way that you are brought up. It's the way that you view people. Do you classify people? Iqala lapho lento ukuthi no lo reaching ngizohleka kakhulu kuyena lo
Let's say you're gonna benefit in some way.
No, that's the thing. We look at people who we want to benefit. You must look at a person who I stand nothing. I don't want to gain anything. Nah, I don't gain anything. Or at least in as much as they are rich, but they can gain something from me rather than gaining from umuntu.
Now let's go back to Sne the Virtual Assistant. It's a virtual assistant, right?
Yes.
I saw that you started helping assisting, but I want you to like explain what is it exactly that you're doing. How did you came about with the idea? Not really get us into details, just introduce.
Okay. I had mentorship by 2 coaches, a confidence coach and a career coach. And yeah, those women have really helped me in my life, and they had they normally have sessions on Zoom. I started attending the session. It's different topics, different things every Sunday and every now and then when they have those topics, those sessions. So I started attending, and it was quite interesting. And I started engaging on their chat box, and that's when my confidence coach said, "Hey, please, can you help me? My virtual assistant is not available," and that's where it started. And it's just been busy, and yeah. That's how I started virtually assisting. I didn't even know there was something as virtual assistant, but basically what I do as a virtual assistant, I assist you with, I am an all-round virtual assistant. That means anything administrative that especially you don't want to do, that's a burden to you.
So
I will
Zoom
do.
meetings.
I will do. Ne? It's events, it's seminars, it's Zoom, it's you name it, everything that's virtual, I do. So it even goes as deep as data capturing, managing Facebook pages. And the best thing about me is that there is no contracts, no paperwork, no hassles. I charge per task, per hour. So you don't have that burden of contracts and everything else. So yeah, that's me. I help you in the comfort of my home. I help you in the comfort of my home and at the comfort of your home. Yeah.
Okay, I have one question for you. What skills do you think one should have in order to be successful?
Successful in general or
Yeah,
successful
in
as
general.
a makeup?
But I feel like you can say in makeup because that's
Okay.
why we're here, because
Yeah.
of Makeup by Sne.
Okay.
And you can like generalize the question as well.
All right. For me, the most important thing, ne, or the most important skills is knowing how to know how to I don't want to say deal with people because it's like now so intense, but respect people, honor people, and have an understanding. Would see this client, or if you're in business, the client is responsible for your tummy. If that client is not happy with you, you will starve.
How do you deal with people? How do you deal with your customers? Let's say that the customer is not happy with your makeup. Have you encountered that before?
Firstly, the thing is to have a relationship with the client. Don't take the client as a client. Have a relationship. Like when I say have a relationship, oh hi, know something. You know, when okay, I understand when it's your first engagement with the client, you don't know much, but that is the time for you to actually get all the information, know your clients, know what they like. That's how you will establish, you would say, this is the look they will go for, this is what they will feel comfortable. So have a solid relationship, and the relationship during the makeup, the relationship after you've had your first makeup with them, maintain that relationship, check on your clients, congratulate, be active in their lives. When they post things, post now, comment, they must never forget you. You must be right here.
And I feel like you've been doing that because I've seen you like first time the person came to you like for makeup. Yeah. And afterwards, I see you guys going out. I see you guys doing that. I see you guys, how do you do that? How do you build a relationship with your customers?
I'm really a people's person. I enjoy being people. And yeah, like I said, would be a friend. Don't treat your customer as a client. Now, when you say it's a client, it's just a cold thing. I'm here for giving you a service. I'm here to take money, and that's where it ends. But if you have a solid relationship, it just automatically goes the long way, and you get to explore about other things that you didn't even know that we could actually share. The client dilako. And you did say, how do I deal with unhappy clients? The one thing is that I would do, or I don't really have, to be quite honest, guys, not that I'm giving myself a pat in the back, but I don't have difficult clients. Maybe it's because I pray every time I get a booking that, Lord, I haven't met this person, but whatever that person is, can we click? Can we be merged together? Can we be okay? And can business continue? So the minute I get the Ngiyazi God has done the work, that person is my friend.
Sure. I think the main thing here is that you put God first. and then everything will go smoothly as
Yes,
the way it's going on your
yes.
side.
But yeah, but I would get difficult, not difficult, but also look at see, I've just created a look that I feel like it's wow, and and the clients are like, oh no, I don't like it. No, it's too much. No, yeah,
Sure,
because
sure.
you wait for. I don't put a mirror and do makeup step by step. I want the final product to be a surprise. So you would get clients who'd be like, no, I don't like this. But the trick is get to what the client wants. It's not about you. It's about the client feeling confidence. Because when the client feels confident, they will slay that face. They will post
True.
themselves,
Yes,
and you will
yes.
get more clients.
I have two questions left for you. I want you to answer this one. How can you motivate someone who has seen her dreams falling or his falling right in front of them? That's the first.
That is life. Hey, we fall, but the trick is to rise. Fall and rise, fall and rise. You cannot fall and just fold. You can't.
Yes.
You can't afford that. I
True.
mean, life has so many great things, and you need to understand that when you fall, it's not the end. When you fall, it's not God saying, I'm done with you. It's God saying, Lalela, you need to fall. Release what you are holding so that great things can come to you. So remember that ukuthi a fall is just a stepping stone for you to get to the next level. Akekho umuntu owabhu phansi nje awe bhu phansi. Kuthiwa that's the end of them.
Okay.
You have to find it within you. You have to find motivation within you. Ukuthi I will fall but I will rise. And nebhayibheli liyasho ukuthi yonke into inesikhathi sayo. Uma kuyisikhathi sakho sokuwa iwa, but make sure ukuthi
You
uyavuka.
rise again.
Yeah.
Sure. And then the last one would be, as you all know, that people have like different backgrounds and upbringing. How would you guide someone like out of nothing to end up with like a business or
Okay.
something that will keep them going in life?
Yeah. I attended a session by Kitty Wepagati, my Kitty, my
Space
career
Life.
coach. Yeah. I think it was last week or the week before. It was the topic was start where you are with what you have. So that on its own is just it summarizes everything. Mina, I had nothing when it comes to makeup. Still down, I'm trying. I don't even have a camera. I don't even have a ring light.
Yes.
I have some girls in fancy, guys.
Yes, but then you are
My
just
mind, I told my mind, because I'm going to work with what I have. I'm not gonna make izindleko engakakwazi ukuyiphesha.
Yes.
I'm gonna use what I have. I started makeup with brow pencil
Elodwa.
yasemgaqweni ka-10 rand, ka-5 rand.
Sure.
There's Manhattans in Pinetown. You get all the cheap stuff there.
But then
Brow
you
pencil.
use that and people look beautiful.
Lalela Thembisa, I started with like, guys, I'm even ashamed to say it. But start with what you have, ne? And then from what you have, God will obviously uzonezezela. Trust the Lord ukuthi He will do that. He will never allow you to start. He doesn't set you for failure. He will never set you for failure. He has never set me for failure. Even if I feel no, it's not right, it's not happening the way that I want it. But I have that understanding. Wherever God directs, He has made provision. So if you have that in mind, Nkosi noma ngaqala manje ukulima ingadi yami encane ngiyazi ukuthi wena you have made provision for me for iplazi lonke.
Yes.
But inqaba ukuthi ngiqale, inqaba ukuthi iqala, ngisho ngoba kuthiwa khona ini, ngisho ngoba kuthiwa ufuna ukwakha indlu uhlala endlini engekho right evuzayo, inqaba uNkulunkulu ufuna ukubona ukuthi ucongelela imali yokuthenga iblocks bese yaqhubeka. He's not uNkulunkulu othanda ukubuka. Akakuyena uNkulunkulu othanda ukuthi nje abesehlazweni.
Yes.
And He knows ukuthi mayinikeza mina u9 rand ukuthenga iblocks ngiyakhe ifoundation uhlala islab abakhalana bazothini ngasaqhubeki. He's not going to allow that. I always tell people ukuthi this is my motto, guys, and I believe you can use it as well, and it works. I've never had amounts amakhulu mina ebhenki. I've never had savings where I can just confidently show, I never had that because okay, I'd say with my finances it needs proper planning, but whatever I need, God provides. And I'm at that mentality because I don't look at the price. I just say, God, I
Take
need that. I
one.
need that.
Need to
When
go there.
all the riches belong to
Sure.
you, and I am your child, so
Make a plan.
I will inherit that. It's mine, you know.
Sure.
So I always tell. I was sharing with my cousin the other day. Would say, she was asking me, "Mzala, how do you do things when you just do things like this, Nje?" And I always tell her, I would say, the trick is to start, and then you tell it to God. Start, tell it to God. God is gonna finish it. I told her, Guti Mina, I'm rich. I have all the money. I am well off. Obviously, in the physical, you don't see it yet. I have the money, but the money does not sit in my personal bank account because I am reckless. I am human. I am erratical. I will use it. I will misuse it on things that we have not made agreements with God that that's what I want the money for. So my money is sitting with God. My money is sitting in a notice account. When I need to access it, I go in prayer and I say, God, I need money for this. And God will give me money for that at that time.
Sure.
Because uNkulunkulu akasona ayena uNkulunkulu oyisilima.
Guys.
Ozovela akunikeze imali othi Thembisa, okay, God, I want to open my own studio now. I want a really nice studio in town. And then uNkulunkulu avela akunikeze yonke lo mali siyisamba boom. Because uzoyazi ukuthi wena usazohamba uthi nje no. Sne, let's go to Thailand. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So usuyaphuma manje uyikhamba nento yenze noNkulunkulu angithi.
Yeah.
So
true.
yeah, mina nje what I am saying to everybody, start with what you have. Ngisho ngabe kuthiwa awunakho kwanele, but exercise ukungena into the drill of doing something, just start. Ngisho ngabe kuthiwa ufuna ukudlala istokfela uhlula nayo istokfela sa 500 rand ngenyanga, zimbe nje udlale sa 100.
Yes.
Egameni lokuthi ngenzile something, push to do something per month, push to do something per half a year, push to do something unyaka, have goals. And once you write them down as your goals, leli paper lizokuphusha ukuthi
That was powerful. That was powerful. And I think this is a funny one, but it's the last question. Last question. I feel like strong women. I believe you're a strong woman. So don't try and deny that. Normally they grow up like being bullies, you know.
being bullied.
Yeah. Like at the young age. At a young age.
Like strong women grow up being bullies.
Yes. In primaries and all of
Okay.
this. And they have that what do you call this? What do you call women? There are it's feminism, something.
Yeah.
And then who were you? Were you a bully or were you bullied?
Guys, I was never this talkative. I was never this confident. I was never this outgoing. I was never this bubbly. Growing up in India, I wasn't. I was just an athletic child who did her sports and did her work and shush. But I don't think I would have gained confidence. I'm soft naturally. Guys, I'm born on 14 February. I'm a Valentine's baby. So I cry about anything and everything. I am fragile. I can't make people cry. I won't say I was bullied, but there was things in my childhood that affected me that people would say, or classmates or people in my age would say. I have my nose.
Right.
I was always teased about my nose from primary school, saying that I have a red nose. You remember red nose that you used to buy in Ufagila? I was always teased that I have a red nose. I want you guys to see my red nose because I'm so confident. I love it.
Wow.
So I was teased about having a red nose, like a colored cool. But see, they said I breathe in all the air. Other people are suffocating.
Wow.
It's rough, guys.
Yeah.
And
these things really hurt you at a young age.
I was
then as you grow
teased.
up,
Yeah, I was teased with having muscular legs, like in shoes, guys. I'm fit, young born and So I was teased with that. So I grew up thinking, I am not okay. I am not the right form. I'm not the right shape. I'm not the right woman because I'm muscular. Even my hands. I like my dad's, the muscular, the strong. I grew up thinking, no, I don't define woman. I'm not a typical girl, there's something wrong with me. And because I was so athletic. So I shied away from a lot of things. I love modeling, but I never would do it because kuzovela ikhala lami red nose, kuvele iy'hluzo zami that I'm being teased on. So that took away a lot in my childhood. Up until mhlambe ngiqale, I finished my high school years ngingakaze ngigqoke iy'uniform without ibhulukwe. I went to esikoleni we wore white dresses and white pants. So my entire high school life I wore pants because I was scared to show iy'hluzo zami. And today ngiyamangala makuthiwa my legs, fit legs rock. Babedlalelani ngami. They messed up my whole childhood thinking ukuthi nginemlenze emimbi, nginemlenze wrong. And now I wear, people encourage me to wear shorts, people encourage me to wear iqepezana. I don't want to do that. Obviously umama ngibulala. But those small things that you tease or you play about, they stay. Isikhathi eside enhlizweni yakho. We understand ukuthi it's something that was there in my primary school life up until my high school life. Mina nje, we understand ukuthi being embarrassed about the feature in your face. How do you hide your face throughout your schooling? So it limited the number of friends that I had. I just stuck with people who understood, people who won't tease me. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, that wasn't does that count for bullying?
Yeah, I feel like it does. It does actually, because it makes you feel unwanted or like you're feeling like you're not.
But guys, to be quite honest, I love my nose. I love my nose. It is a differentiating feature. No other woman has this nose. It is me.
Sure.
I love my legs. They are muscular. They are strong. And
so now
you are made you are an image of God. You are God Himself. So you gotta love yourself.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have season 2 of this chat because we're not gonna finish anytime soon. So I would like to have you on another session. I don't know when. We'll plan, we'll arrange that. Then we have part 2 of it. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing on my YouTube channel. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking, and keep on sharing with your people as well. And tell me what you guys want. What is it that you feel like, none in Nazi, but I don't need to explain myself. Anyway, if you want to go to Sne, please look at the screen. Firstly, I would like to thank you for coming, and I really appreciate it because you took your time and then you came, and then we did this long.
Pretty long. Sorry, you guys.
And it is quite honestly, it is very motivating. It is powerful. I'm still gonna watch it, in as much as I hate everything, but I'm still gonna watch it as well. I feel like there's more to you that we want to learn, and there's more that I want to know as well about you, and that's why I'm gonna invite you again. So now, 1 minute, you're gonna look at the screen and tell us where to find Sne and how to contact you in terms of Sne, the virtual assistant, and MakeUpBySne.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, do you hear that? I'm being invited again. I'm honored. I'm really honored. Thank you for having me, Tembisa. I did not even think I'm worthy to be in your show.
Why?
Because, I didn't know what's so interesting about me that you want to share.
There's so much.
But I thank the Lord. It's all through the grace of God. But guys, thank you again. For makeup, you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. It's MakeUpBySne, no underscore, no nothing, just as is. And I am also on LinkedIn for professional. That's your health and safety. Oh guys.
And that's where I got my mentor on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's
guys, since you're health and safety practitioner, Nyaksiza with your safety files, with all your health and
There's
safety
so much
things.
about this woman.
Holla at me. So on LinkedIn, I am Sne Cordelia Msomi. On Facebook, I am Sne Cordelia Msomi. And if you want to contact me for the virtual assistant services, please kindly email VA for virtual assistant allround@gmail.com. So it's VA allround@gmail.com. And my WhatsApp number is 07189847779.
I'll put it down on the description section.
Yes.
And then I'll tag her as well.
Yes.
Put all her details.
What else am I missing out? My
No,
personal
it's to
email
tell them that she
address.
love him.
My personal email address is cordelia.msomi@gmail.com. I really don't know what else I need to
But then you
share.
can just, WhatsApp me or inbox me. I'll give you her details.
Yeah, so yeah, guys, for all your makeup needs, you're getting married, graduation, the works, everything. And we at Makeup by Sne believe that less is more. We don't pack and pack on products till you look like. We believe less is more, and we are all about enhancing natural beauty, enhancing the natural beauty that you already have, because we are all beautiful, all made in the image of Christ. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Hope to see you on my next video. Hopefully, this will come back.